Collecting the required information to troubleshoot through the lens loupes. In order to troubleshoot issues with your through the lens loupes, our repair team will need your help collecting some information before your loupes are returned. Since TTL loupes are very custom products, we need to see how they fit you before we can help. Before we begin, please make sure you have on hand your loupes, a pen and paper, measuring tape, and an associate with a camera or a cell phone with a camera. Begin by having your associate take a photo of you with your loupes on and you looking or trying to look through your oculars. Have your associate hold the phone about 3 feet away to take the photo straight on. Be sure your pupils are visible in the photo. Here's an example of the kind of photo we need. As you can see, this has a direct angle, the pupils are visible, and the user is looking through or at the oculars. It is well framed and well lit. Here are some examples of photographs that would need to be retaken. Too far, too close, an indirect angle, too dark, the user not looking through or at the loupes. Again, this is the type of photo needed. Next, take a photo from the side of how you normally wear your loupes. Again, please look through or at your oculars. Please make sure the photo is taken straight on, is well framed, and is well lit. Here is an example of the photo needed. Temple arm positioning test. Rest your loupe on your nose as you normally wear them. While keeping the loupes in the same spot on your nose, slowly pivot the temple arms up and down as shown. You may be able to see better at one point in this arc. When you find the best spot, have your associate take a clear photo from the side. Here is an example of the photo needed. At this point, try adjusting your nose pads to see if this helps. If the temple arms in the photo were above your ear, as in our example, try raising your nose pads. If the temple arms were below your ear, try lowering your nose pads. You will find instructions on adjusting your frame's nose piece below this video. Please let us know if these adjustments do or do not help. Shadowing. For the next steps, take out your pen and paper. Some users don't see a full field in their loupes. There are dark areas, often called shadowing. When looking through your oculars, one at a time, you should see a clear, full circle. If you see dark areas, please draw what you see. Start with a picture of 2 circles and label them your left eye and your right eye. Then, simply shade in the areas you see the shadowing. This is an example of what you would draw if you saw dark areas near the top of both your oculars. Now, since you already have your camera or cell phone with camera available, take a clear, in-focus picture of your drawing. You will email this along in with your other photographs. Measuring your depth of field and working distance. To measure your depth of field, you will need to find the closest and farthest points your loupes are in focus. To measure this, wear your loupes and have an associate stand by with measuring tape. Find a point your loupes are in focus and slowly bring your hands closer to your loupes until you begin to lose focus. Hold that point and have your associate measure from your nose bridge to your hands. Write down that distance. Next, find a point and focus again, but this time move your hands away from your loupes until you begin to lose focus again. Now, have your associate measure the distance from your nose bridge to your hands. At this point, take a white piece of paper and place it into your field of view. You will want to find a point in space where the image you see takes the shape of a single circle. If you place the paper closer or farther from this point, you will see a wider field of two overlapping circles. Find a point where both ocular views overlap and you see a single circle. The image does not need to be in focus. Simply measure the point where you see the circle shape. Hold that point and have your associate measure this distance. This will help us determine your convergence angle. Please provide these 3 measurements in your email reply. Types of prescription. For troubleshooting, please provide a copy of your most recent eye prescription. This should be no more than 2 years old. If you wear glasses just for reading, or even drugstore cheaters, we do need this information. Please provide the prescription for your reading glasses or the power for your cheaters. If your prescription is not performing in the way you wish, please see the eye prescription troubleshooting video linked below this video. Summary. To summarize, to troubleshoot your loupes, you will need to compile a few pieces of information while you have your loupes on hand. 1. A picture like this of how you wear your loupes now, with a direct front-on view, with you looking through or at your oculars, well framed and well lit. 2. A picture of this, of how you wear your loupes now, in a side view, with you looking through or at your oculars, well framed and well lit. 3. A picture like this, taken after you have pivoted your loupes to find the best view for you. 4. Please let us know, has raising or lowering your nose pads helped? Instructions on how to test this with your frame are listed below this video. 5. If you see shadowing, a picture of a drawing of the dark areas in each ocular. If you do not see shadowing, just let us know. 6. The closest and farthest distances for which your target remains in focus. 7. The distance where holding a piece of paper in front of your loupes shows a circle shape. Again, your view does not need to be in focus. 8. Your eye prescription, or reading glass prescription, or cheater level. If needed, let us know the type of prescription option you wish for the carrier lens of your loupes, as described in the video linked below these instructions. Thank you for helping us by collecting this information. We need this information to make sure we can quickly and correctly diagnose your issue and solve your TTL loupe problem. If you need help working through these steps, please contact Surgitel Customer Service. Thank you.